again. It's Meat Twitcher time. Woo! Get your lube. Get your sock. It's Cav.
Faust.
It's Faust. It's the Meat Twitcher. There you go, a newcomer.
About time.
A goodie, and it's Miss Tessmacher. Let's hope she doesn't turn into the original Miss Tessmacher, what she looks like now from Superman. Because that's a disaster. So you want to get after it with that ass of hers, and I'm saying that anal can't be out of the question with an ass that looks like that, because you know everybody's asking for it who dates her. So let's give her her due. Cap off. And there we go with a Miss Tessmacher, as we know
Finally.
her. Brooke, obviously, but God forbid there was another Brooke in TNA, so now they can't be called Brooke anymore. It has to be Miss Tessmacher. So
We don't want to confuse it. One's blonde.
yeah, we can't confuse the two of them. One is up to this height on the other Brooke too when they were at the awards show. She didn't show many pictures this week on TNA.
Impact.
But we got a couple off her Twitter as well. But that's what she was wearing, that nice little outfit. It's about time, because she wears the same outfit every single week.
And that terrible t-shirt we're always yelling about.
Yeah, take that t-shirt off and rip off. You know, I like to mix it up. You gotta have, you can't eat cornflakes every day. You like the variety pack. Cornflakes, Frosted Flakes, Cheerios. So there we go. All right, he's getting out the lube. We're off to the show. Here we go. Welcome once again to the Wrestlingus show. This is number 21.
Wow.
It is October
We're legal
23rd.
now.
We're legal. And that calls for a beer, I think.
This calls for a beer. I gotta update my shirt I'm wearing right now.
Oh, for God's sake. As I was saying, this is show number 21. It's October 23rd, 2012. And what is this?
Oh, there we go. 2012.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll break out. You think I'm not going to bust some balls? So, I guess we got a World Series coming up, folks.
Where's your Beltran jersey?
Never mind, that got washed out yesterday. So,
Cap off
welcome to the show. And this week we'll start off as we started last time. It is the Pound Raw 3-hour watch, and we are at week 14.
Yeah.
So it's it has improved, though, I must say, since the very first, with all the actual. They're showing all the pre-stuff or what happened the other week and builds up and all that kind of stuff.
They were showing 10-minute recaps of what happened in hour one.
Yeah, that's gone. I don't have a problem with the content. It's just that it's long.
Yeah.
It's not even like, you're going to be excited the whole entire time. It's just long.
And
There's stuff to do.
Some guys don't even get entrances.
Yeah, that's what's
a
bizarre,
3-hour
you would
show.
think, yeah.
Well, we got to save time because we got to let Punk talk for a half hour.
Exactly. So, and we also have the Tensai watch as a staple in show. We are at 29 weeks. Congratulations, Lord Tensai.
He was a lumberjack this week.
Yeah, he was out there, actually. And an interesting note, our friend from CCW, Central California Wrestling, that we'll be promoting later on.
What's his name?
Mr. Nathan Graves. He was backstage at the show,
Right.
and he was saying that those tattoos on his face are real.
No shit.
And I said, but we've
looks like
seen
that-
them smeared. And he said, they're on there, but they're darkening them for further away
for
people.
TV and-
So they're actually on his face, but for TV, they darken it up. That's why they're smearing. So, interesting fact, isn't it?
Good knowledge.
Good knowledge. So, anyway, about the beginning of the show, we had a bit on that we did prior with the What's Happening bit. The reason why we did it again is we tried to beat YouTube because when we had this on last time, it wasn't able to be seen on phones.
Kept getting cock blocked because of the music.
Cock blocked because of the music, so I sped it up 102%, and for some reason that seems to work. So, people who didn't get to see this bit before, we killed ourselves making this bit.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. And
anybody that's over the age of like 25 probably has no idea. But,
exactly.
it's for
Or
our
under the age of 25,
Well,
you
you
mean.
know what I mean. It's for
One of those.
It's for our older fans.
So anyway, next week's bit promises to blow everybody out of the water, so you want to see that. Okay, on to our Raw report. We got Rhodes Scholars, who is getting huge pops.
Which, really no surprise they were going to win, considering
Yeah.
they were attacking Hell No last week.
And it's
whatnot,
now it's always good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
So But they get a huge pop
Yeah.
now, and it's like, whoa, they're getting like, I mean, and when Mysterio and Sin Cara come out there, it's not even close to as much of a pop. Here's my theory. What do you think about somebody flipping either Sin Cara or Mysterio?
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to fight each other, and it'll be a good program.
What else are they going to do?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, it's Sin Cara just with the no English is a big problem. That's why they're sticking with Mysterio, so it's going to be blah, 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 and it was like, oh, he said, you know. It's like,
wait a minute.
I used to watch the Spanish wrestling on Saturdays just for the hell of it, and they would have the Bulldog, and he'd be yelling and screaming, and the Mexican guy would translate it, and I remember when he had the dog with him, he would go, blah, 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 on the Windstone. I said, oh, I know he's introducing somebody, so that was it. Another goofy storyline that I found this week was about AJ resigning.
Yes.
I was completely confused by this because it's, so if she was boning, it would be a bad conflict of interest?
Right. But.
Exactly.
I know where you're going.
But Vicky's allowed to have boned Edge. And Ziggler, and now what's even worse is boning was in the past. She's manager of Ziggler. So isn't that more of a conflict of interest?
She didn't come out with Dolph this time, though.
Was she not? He was on his own for 2 seconds?
And what's her title now?
Oh, I wrote that down. Raw Managing Supervisor, which is a new made-up thing, which I'm glad at least, like we said last week, why do you bullshit us and insult us? Vince in the parking lot goes, I don't even know what that means,
I know,
but, it's like, okay, at least they acknowledge something about it. And I'm like, didn't we just mention that, like, I thought, as I was writing down notes, and I have it crossed out here, there's a big line through it, where I said, didn't we just see Cena asking her out, and I thought they were completely ignoring it.
Hey, they went back
and they said it as I was writing it.
To them for
Yeah, not just never mind that he asked her out. Yeah, and I said, okay, so he's having a business dinner with her at In-N-Out Burger. Because that's where they said they were going when he proposed or whatever the hell he was doing.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, I thank you. And did Dolph bang her in real life? Because did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
He said, and I quote,
"Thank you, Cole.
You think AJ would have better taste?" Rim shot. I thank you. I just had to get that in there after I heard it. So let's go on to the main thing, and we'll be finished with our segment because nothing else really happened too much other than a complete throwaway with the striker deal.
What was that?
It was for absolutely... You set that up and never have anything happen for them to come out and say, forget it?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is Stryker going to actually be involved now and be a bad guy or do something? Because now he's getting punked out, and he's going to finally get sick of it and do something?
Maybe he's going to manage the Rhodes Scholars.
That would make a lot of sense because he's Mr. Teacher, and that's a lot of sense. Oh, look at that. How about you over here on the couch actually doing something for what?
Out of my ass.
Pulled it right out. I never thought about that. Ryback. I am sick of people saying that he will win this match.
He's not going to win.
I cannot believe when people say he's winning this. If he wins, I will be so much shock. It will ruin everything. And I will attack the shit out of them the next week if they do this.
Remember that next week.
If he... Picture me on the couch because I will be going crazy. And I will be tweeting as well. And speaking of tweeting... Anytime I do this with my arm and eyebrow and squinch up, what the hell? This guy's... The Giants, I can't take it anymore. He doesn't tweet because the Giants are on. I look at the Twitter and forget it. I'm getting a job in 2 weeks, a new job, and I'm going to make it known that I have one. And I'll be off early, so I'll be tweeting. Yeah, exactly. We don't get paid, obviously. So, but Ryback... everyone's saying that he'll win. I'm saying, please God, no. And I like the theory that Brock might interfere. Mm-hmm. And then, even if we don't get Brock and Undertaker at WrestleMania, then we'd have Ryback and Brock. So it's a stepping stone. Now Ryback looks huge for beating Brock, even though Brock should have never lost those other matches he was in. But I enjoyed the powerbomb. He did this. Woo! He threw him up in the air, caught him, and then stuck him, which I found very entertaining. Yes. So... Here we are with the TNA report, your Impact report, and which is funny because Hogan on Howard Stern said, I changed the name, I told them to change the name to Impact, and they still say TNA, but it's officially changed. It's good business.
We're still confused, so
exactly.
We'll just play along.
I don't get it. So, a couple things to go through quickly on TNA since there are a few things to go. As bad as Aces and Eights are...
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
What else is going on? Nothing.
No.
It's the Storm Root thing is like, now it's done. That concluded. Mm-hmm. The Aries Hardy thing concluded. That's the only thing going on. And now Devon is having his match, right? Mm-hmm. Why is he coming through the crowd when they got their full access pass to... Okay.
Don't ask so many questions.
And here's my main thing. How soon before Hogan joins this group gang?
Oh, fuck. Don't even go there.
It's like, I just watch and I'm like, it's the poor NWO. Mm-hmm. It's the same storyline with the guys jumping in. I'm like, come on.
Half the roster will be over there. I hope not. I mean, we got to find out who these other
guys
are first.
The one thing I noticed is Garrett Bischoff joined to punch them.
Yeah,
I said, but they've,
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever. It's he'll be against them now, and as soon as he finds out it's his father, then he'll go over some stupid shit. Or it'll be, I had to take punches in the face to, keep my inside going on and, infiltrate.
So unless I missed it, they didn't even mention Devon's patch, Sergeant at Arms, which obviously means he's not one of the top. Well, he's one of the top guys. But...
Oh, look at you. What do you watch, Sons of Anarchy? I wouldn't have a clue.
Well, he's obviously not the president or the vice president, so he's underneath them. So at least he's not the leader.
Yeah, he's not the lead. Yeah,
obviously, which we were kind of scared of.
Yeah, well, we all know it. Bischoff is the head honcho, the head muckety muck, but he's not going to wrestle, obviously, unless it's those bullshit things. The heel of the company is now a good guy.
Yeah.
For the time being, right. I say.
Everybody, we're just waiting.
Yeah. And he's charging in with a bat. He's all pissed off. Oh my God, he was the best bad guy. Why? Mm-hmm. Obviously, since we think he's going to flip, they better do it soon.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's not that great as a good guy.
No.
It's a little weird, almost. Weird. He's more of good as an asshole. Hogan strikes again with people's names. Did you notice?
I didn't catch it.
We got James Storms in the ring. Come on, man.
He's been watching the show. He's learning from the cat.
He learns from the cat. Putting S's, my abuelita's not feeling too well. You'll see that next week. But, with the James Storms, I couldn't believe it. And I wrote down on the paper here, and I circled the S to make a point of it. I like the very passionate kiss between Tara and, what's his name?
The jabroni from that
I don't even have his name written down. I wrote on my notes, Tara and whoever. But
the Big Brother guy.
The Big Brother guy.
What, you mean that kiss where they're like...
It's a closed mouth, and they just squish lips, and then they're done. I said, me and you had more of a passionate kiss when your wife came and we were Italian, and we kissed goodbye, for God's sake. You want to go back to that show if you want to see that nonsense. Here I have his name written down, because it says, X-Pac Heat with Jesse, Big Brother. I said, get lost, but I would take an ID from him if he did it for the show. So, if you would like to do an ID for us, we'll put you,
Hi,
we'll put you in a
Jesse
picture.
from Big Brother / TNA Impact.
And then we'll have, like we had the Tensai watch, and we're like, get lost. Tensai tweeted us and told us how great our show was, and we're like, yes, Tensai watch now means we're watching for him to excel. You could easily win us over, folks. That's all it takes. So when Jeff wins the belt from Aries, like when Aries had his big celebration, nothing happened. Mm-hmm. He goes to the ring in the middle of the show, and they confetti the show to death. And Aries spitting all over the belt.
Yeah, that was pretty
Did you
funny.
see? I'm waiting for it, because I have to look at these things. Jeff picks up the belt after he throws it down and beats him up, and the confetti is stuck on the spit pieces, man. I'm like, that's foul. Aries and Hardy, you could tell such a difference on the microphone.
Oh,
it's insane. It's like...
Yeah, it's...
Aries
just schools him.
And I like that Aries actually brought the fact that Jeff said, it's great to be in Orlando. And he said, yeah, because they cheer you here, but over there they weren't cheering you.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty much what I had going on. I guess Storm and Rude were trying to talk things out. It was almost a weird thing, but...
And next week we got Championship Thursday. We have Hogan's gonna let a couple guys lobby for who should get number.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
Angle had to win a triple threat match just to lobby to be.
Yeah. This lobbying, instead of saying, let's look at your win-loss record and see if you deserve a title shot. Now, why don't you sit down, brother, and we'll
Tell me
see
why
what
you deserve to be the number one contender.
Yeah. So, with the whole TNA having their impact, calling out people and all that, we also have the gut check, which we mentioned last week.
Gut check.
We're done pushing AJ Kirsch, the number 4 gut check. He could care less about, tweeting it. He promotes radio shows that he was on for 2 minutes, and we push him every week. And even on Twitter, if you follow us, you would see people are blasting him, saying it's a bitch move for what you did, and even his own former tag partner saying, why are you pushing a UK radio show when these guys have been pushing you for 4 months?
Yeah, we're nobodies.
Yeah, so we're jobbers, and he has nothing to do with us.
We've been... Okay, this is 21st show, and we started pushing him when? Episode 1?
Maybe,
Episode
yeah, I think
2?
something like that. It might have been 2 or 3. So we're going to look for another person to push. So you can also contact us, and if you know of any indie wrestlers who you think deserve to be pushed, you could direct us to where to look for them, or on YouTube or whatever, or write to us, and then we will set up an address for you to send us DVDs or whatever of him, and we could do it. Because we don't condone anyone tweeting AJ, calling him a bitch and a puss for, he didn't ask us to do this in the first place. So we have nothing to complain about, really. It would have been nice if he cut an ID for us and said, these 2 guys are assholes. He doesn't have to be nice or anything, but he's doesn't want to, associate with us because he doesn't know if we're, screaming Nazis or, who the hell knows what we're doing on the show. Meanwhile, Joey Ryan, he's never watched it, but Joey Ryan and Gangrel will tweet for us. But I have some artichoke dip for you if you would like to have some dip.
Did you make that yourself?
I made this myself. Never mind the label on there. Oh. I figured this would just be good you could have during the show. So
I'm a bit hungry.
We won't be promoting AJ for his thing anymore. We'll allow him to go on his own. What did you think about what AJ did?
Well,
what are you, choking? Jesus, you choke. I give you an opportunity on the show. I finally give you a chance to shine, and now you choke. And with this double shirt, are you going to take the shirt off?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? No shirt off either. Okay. Well, anyway, don't choke on the artichoke.
I'll get some more. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so, all right. Recipe? No more AJ. And so let us know and tell us who you think, because we got a couple in line that we're thinking of. You're choking. Constantly choking. All right. That's your TNA report. Now on to the news, and we'll be back with the plugs after that. Here's the Not Dave Meltzer news with Leland Yao. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm Leland Yao, and this is the Not Dave Meltzer news. WWE superstar Kane is now on Twitter, @KaneWWE. In his first tweet, he paid tribute to Hulk Hogan by filming himself taking a shit. Scott Hall turns 54 today. He set a goal to eat cake, watch TV, and shit his pants less than 6 times today. Jeff Hardy debuted a new TNA World title. Shouldn't they say Impact? On Impact, the title features a compartment that he can hide his drugs for a quick bump. Yeah. WWE is offering to help promote the new Bruno Sammartino movie if he'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Bruno's answer still is, get fucked. Mickie James recently had a tummy tuck in hopes of getting rehired by the WWE. More on this as we get info. And finally, strong rumors Batista may return to Royal Rumble. This is if he can clear his busy schedule of making shit movies and banging skanks. And that's all the time I got for the Not Dave Meltzer news. I'm Leland Yao. Back to Kevin Faust.
Thank you, Leland Yao, with the Not Dave Meltzer. Why do I just keep saying with the Not Dave Meltzer news? It's the Not Dave Meltzer news.
It's a mouthful.
It is. So, here are the plugs. We have a CCW show, Central California Wrestling, at the Dome in Bakersfield.
I feel like Tito just...
Excuse me, I've been eating this and choking on it during the news. So, If you mention the Wrestlingus show at the doors, at the Dome in Bakersfield, the tickets will be $5. Normally would be $8 for general admission. There's only 2 shows left at the Dome. They're closing it down.
The historic Dome in
The
Bakersfield?
historic Dome in Bakersfield will not be doing wrestling anymore. It got bought out, so they're closing it down, and they'll continue to run on somewhere else. When those details come, we will tell you. So their show is November 4th on Sunday. The doors open at 5:15. Bell time at 6. So you want to get there and mention the Wrestlingus show. They will let you in for $5. So be sure to check out that show, and they will be doing something special on the next show that we will be promoting for sure, and it's going to be very, very big. And soon enough, we'll be showing up at that show in the upcoming months. So, and believe me, we'll be playing some clips here. So, anyway, you want to follow us at Wrestlingus Show, since we never promote our own Twitter, which is always funny. We promote everyone else, and then after the show's done, after the show's done, we go, God damn, we didn't say our show. So, at Wrestlingus Show, and on Facebook, Wrestlingus Show. You want to follow at Curtain Jerks. They have a podcast every Thursday for free. You could just do, if you have an iPhone, you get the podcast and go to their thing. You type in Curtain Jerks, you'll find it. Their impressions are incredible. You would think the wrestlers are actually in the room with them.
You told me that's not really
That's
them?
not really them. You won't know the difference, folks. You're going to have to listen.
Wow.
They have a bit on there that I thought was genius. And I'll tell you guys, it's genius. I hope you didn't steal it from anybody, but who knows? But it's a takeoff.
Maybe we'll steal it.
You know what I said right away? I said, you know what? We should steal this bit and give them credit, obviously, when we steal it and throw it out there every once in a while. It's a takeoff of F, Marry, Kill. And it is Keep, Push, Fire.
Oh.
And you give the 3 guys, who would you keep, who would you push, who would you fire?
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So it was like Zack Ryder, Santino, and Hawkins.
Oh, you want me to play?
Yeah, go ahead.
Push Ryder, fire. Push Ryder, fire Hawkins, and what was the other one?
Keep the same.
Just keep
Santino.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that's why they do these games. Another one is our sponsor of our Mega Meat Twitcher board is at May Olsen. She's a hot little porn star who's about 5 feet tall at best.
Spinner.
A spinner, if you will. And you took the words right out of my mouth. I was running to that. And we have another guy, a new one, who contacted us from Memphis, who I will be calling into their internet radio show. They do, it will be probably on a Thursday. I don't know if it'll be this Thursday or whenever, but it'll be on a Thursday. And you want to follow him at UMF and JTB, and they are at WKAOS Radio.
You better put that on the screen.
It will be on the screen. So you want to follow them and check out their show as well. He's a manager in Memphis who does some stuff, and also they get a couple wrestlers on the show because of their connections. So
real wrestlers or
real guys. No, they get real guys this time. So you want to check them out too, and I'll let you know when I'm going to be on the show as well. And calling in.
Boost those ratings.
Yeah, I'm going to boost those big internet ratings if, believe me, if I'm allowed to say whatever I want, I will boost the ratings. If I have to tone myself down for an audience, then maybe not so hot. So that is the show this week, folks. And like I said, next week you will want to see the opening bit. This is a 2-week bit we've been working on for 2 weeks now, and it's going to conclude. So it's a long, I don't know, maybe a 5-6 minute bit, but it's pretty good, and we have a lot of stuff coming in the future and on your face. So that is it for now, folks. We will see you next week. So remember, if a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, then give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. See you next week.